Perform project started more than 4 years ago now with the ambition to realize a TRL 5.6 pilot installation for the conversion of biomass-based feedstocks to chemical building blocks for the industry. I think it was quite a rush. The project will end this year. If I look back now, we started with the development of the feedstocks, with the electrodes, with electrode materials, and then we went into the lab and we tried to scale up to lab scale the reactions, which was quite successful. And then together with Hicitech we designed and built the pilot plant with the partners in the consortium. It was a pity that Corona came in between, so for a couple of years we could not meet up. We had problems with realizing the pilot, material was scarce, lead times of components was very long, people could not work in the lab, labs were actually closed, and we still kind of improvised and recovered from that by having Teams meetings. And I'm especially thankful to my project officer of the European Union that they allowed us to extend the project with almost a year, and we were allowed to really reach the objectives of the projects this year. So I'm happy with that. But it was a rush, a great time, challenges overcome, and I'm looking forward to the next project in this area. So we're here in Delft at the laboratories of Tino, where we have realized the Perform pilot installation. And we just went to the lab, we went back up here, and I think everyone was quite impressed, and right so, because we have done a lot in the last years, realized the upstream electrochemical pilot, we designed all the processes around it, we realized all the DSP, so the downstream processing equipment, which is quite an accomplishment in those years. I think also the other partners in the consortium did a great job in that, developing the electrocatalysis, the electrodes, especially also Hicitech, of course, realizing the design and the realization of the pilot plant. So if you ask about accomplishments, I think we did well. However, also, of course, there's also the however, because it's still a research and development project. We're currently running the pilot. It's running for just a couple of weeks now, and we have some nice results, especially on the line 1 research, where we convert furfural to maleic acid, and we have quite some production also there already, which is within the targets of the project. However, for the other line, we couldn't do all the piloting. This is done on a smaller scale by Vito in Belgium, which was explained in the other video. But I think we had quite some milestones. We didn't finish the project yet. We have a couple of months left. We would need industrial interest of a company or a consortium of companies that are interested in investing this kind of technology to really make the chemical industry more sustainable. So whether from bio-based materials, whether from CO2 or from other carbon feedstocks, we have to make our chemistry, our industry circular. And then, of course, we also have to develop all the technologies that use sustainable electricity, sustainable energy. And there's still a long way to go. So I hope that we can, after the Perform project, have a couple of new projects developing this technology further. What will the future bring after the project? I believe that there's still a long way to go. We are now at TRL 5.6, quite successful with the pilot. But for the future, we still need to scale this up further. And for that, we need support of the industry, of investors, to go to a big pilot of TRL 7. And we're looking forward to cooperate with companies that would want to develop this technology further with us, whether with the routes that we have in Perform, like the maleic acid or the glyceric acid, whether another route with another molecule that's interesting for the industry.